do this now, and you will not be permitted to leave the hall after 9:20 a.m. Whoever wish to go to the washroom or would like to have some water, you may do it so. And after 9:20, nobody will be permitted to leave the auditorium. Whenever you're exiting the auditorium, kindly use the exit gates which are on the sides. Boys, a restroom is on the right side of the auditorium and girls can use on the left side. It is 9:10 now. Kindly make sure that you're getting back to your seats by 9:20 a.m. Please get back to your seats and keep silence. Switch off your mobile phones. Okay. Faculty. Dear guests, former professors, members of the Institute and governing body of JIPMER, parents, colleagues, graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and warm greetings on the occasion of the 11th Convocation of Nursing and Allied Health Science courses of JIPMER. Among the various meanings of the word convocation, the university sense has come to mean graduation ceremony. We have crossed a decade since JIPMER was accorded the status of an institution of national importance and the privilege of awarding its own degrees at its own convocation. The function of conferring degrees upon graduates in a university is a prerogative of the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor. These functions in an autonomous institute such as JIPMER are performed by the President and the Director respectively. The Director will seek the permission of the President to declare the convocation open and then proceed to confer degrees on the successful candidates who will in turn be presented to him by the Dean Academics of the Institute. The degrees are then presented by the President. The chief guest, a person of eminence, leads to the entire process a higher level of sanctity and respect and shares with the degree recipients his experience, values, and advice for the future lives. The degree recipients cherish the memories of the occasion for years to come and try to follow the advice they have received. And for today, our chief guest is Dr. M.R. Rajagopal, Chairman Emeritus, Pallium India, and Director of Trivandrum Institute of Palliative Sciences. Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, popularly known as JIPMER, originated as École de Médecine Puducherry, which was established by the government of France in the year 1823. This medical school was converted into Dhanvantri Medical College at the time of transfer of Puducherry to Government of India, and eventually got upgraded to the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research. The institute was declared as an institution of national importance by an Act of Parliament on 14th July 2008. JIPMER is one of the top 5 medical institutions in the country. It provides healthcare facilities of the highest standard in all broad specialties and super specialties. Since these are provided free of cost, the institute caters to the needs of one and all, including the poorest people. The College of Nursing at JIPMER started functioning in the year 2006 and is located in an exclusive 3-storied building with all the required infrastructure to provide training across the entire spectrum of nursing care. The college offers a 4-year BSc Nursing degree course, 2 years MSc Nursing courses in 5 broad specialties, 1 year post-basic diploma course in 3 specialties, along with PhD program in nursing. The college prepares its nursing graduates in such a way that they have the highest level of professional competence in providing holistic healthcare. The students receive hands-on training in several different clinical areas as per the requirements laid down in their curriculum. Besides courses in nursing, JIPMER also offers several BSc degree programs under the purview of allied health sciences, which includes anesthesia technology, cardiac laboratory technology, dialysis therapy technology, medical laboratory technology, medical radiology and imaging technology, neurotechnology, nuclear medicine technology, perfusion technology, radiotherapy technology, Bachelor of Optometry and Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Sciences. The institute also runs postgraduate allied health science programs such as MSc in Medical Biochemistry, Medical Physiology, Neurotechnology, Biostatistics, Medical Laboratory Technology in Microbiology and Pathology, along with Master of Public Health course. Besides, 1-year courses like postgraduate diploma in genetic counseling, postgraduate fellowship in family planning, and PhD programs are also offered by JIPMER in allied health stream. Before we actually begin, I would like to give you the fire safety instructions along with the plan of this auditorium for emergency evacuation. Please note that the following are the steps or action to be taken in the event of fire accidents or emergencies. First important thing is please be attentive for any emergency announcement through public address system during the convocation proceedings. On hearing the fire alarm or when code red is announced through the public address system, please evacuate the area via safe nearest exits. Please be aware that the way you entered the auditorium building may not be the close way out. Hence, it is essential for you to know about the location of the nearest exit gates and the alternative exit gates to you. For the dignitaries on the dais, including committees, staff members on stage, please start evacuating through the emergency exit gate, which is available behind the stage of auditorium. Okay. Yes, sir. And for the occupants seated in the ground floor gallery, there are 2 exit gates on either side of the auditorium gallery and 2 exit gates in the entrance of the auditorium gallery. And for the occupants seated in the balcony, there are single exit gates on either side. After exiting out of the building, please do report at the designated safe assembly point for head counting, which is located away from the auditorium gallery, that is the fountain area and in the main parking area. While evacuating, please proceed calmly to your nearest exit and walk briskly. Please do not run. And do not re-enter the auditorium until all clear signal is given by the fire authority. I have few more instructions to make. Keeping in view of the solemnness of the occasion, we request you to maintain silence and to kindly keep your mobile phones and other electronic gadgets switched off from now until the academic procession leaves the auditorium. Also, please rise as the academic procession enters the auditorium and remain standing till the members of the academic procession and the dignitaries have taken their seats after the invocation. At the end of the program, you are requested to remain standing from the national anthem till the academic procession retires from the auditorium. And after the procession leaves, all the graduates are expected to remain seated for at least 10 minutes, and then you can exit the auditorium to the side exit gates. Please remember, after the academic procession leaves the auditorium, please be remaining seated in your respective seats for at least 10 minutes, and then you leave the auditorium through the exit gates. Most importantly, you are very much requested to rejoice and share your happiness only by clapping your hand and strictly not by whistling or by imposing any other unwanted gestures. After the convocation, you are kindly requested to join for the lunch. For the faculty and staff, lunch will be provided in the first floor of this auditorium. And for the graduates, their parents, and the volunteers, lunch is being arranged in the community hall. Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay. அப்போ நான் இன்னும் 2 கிளாஸ் எடுத்துக்கணும்.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up as the academic procession is about to enter the auditorium and remain standing till the invocation song. I request the dignitaries and the audience to kindly remain standing for the invocation.
धन्वन्तरी स भगवानमृतत्वदाता यो वैद्यकस्य गुरुराधिरणाधिकाला योगात्र देहमनो आत्मसुखावहस्य नैरोग्यतस्य नितरां च नृणां तस्या ह्रीणास्पदमहर्षिभयस्य शिष्य ये ते वयं प्रमुदिताननुभाग्यवन्तः तेन प्रदीपितचरं सुचिरांशुभायुः वेदस्य दीपामिह तत्पुरदोतराम्यहम् येन प्रभावयमिहस्य विदत्य दिक्षु ज्योत्स्नामृजार्तिशमनी प्रभवे मदातम् व्याधिव्यधार्थ हृदयाय हि मानवाय ध्येयं द्वितं भुवि कलापि च नाखिलैष्यः ध्येयं द्वितं भुवि कलापि च नाखिलैष्यः ध्येयं द्वितं भुवि कलापि च नाखिलैष्यः।
Thank you, and kindly be seated. The convocation ceremony marks a special day in the academic life of students. It is on this day that after several years of hard work and dedication, they earn their degrees. Earning the right to wear the ceremonial gown and cap is a dream come true moment for every graduate. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, very aptly said, climbing to the top demands strength, whether it is to the top of the Mount Everest or to the top of one's career. The convocation gives the graduate the feeling of having reached the top, a sense of strength and self-actualization. The convocation day defines an important moment in a graduate's life. The degree that the graduate receives on this day provide a head start to one's professional career. With this short note, may I now request our Honorable Director of JIPMER, Dr. Rakesh Agarwal, to welcome the gathering and initiate the convocation proceedings.
Good morning, namaskar, vanakkam. Dr. M.R. Rajgopal, our Honorable Chief Guest for the convocation today. Dr. Vishwamohan Katoch, President of the Institute. Professor Gurmeet Singh, Vice Chancellor of the Puducherry University and member of the Institute body. Professor Ashok Kumar Saxena, member of the Institute body. Professor Vikram Kate, Dean Academic. Dr. M.J. Kumari, Principal College of Nursing. Professor Pampa Toi, Coordinator for Allied Health Science Courses. Mr. Mahesh Kumar, Registrar. Distinguished guests, faculty members, graduating students and their family members who are watching the proceedings online, prize donors and their families, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to welcome all of you to the 11th convocation for Nursing and Allied Health Science courses of the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, or JIPMER, on my personal behalf and on behalf of the entire faculty, staff, and the student body of the Institute. First, I welcome our chief guest, Dr. M.R. Rajagopal, Director, Trivandrum Institute of Palliative Sciences, which is a collaborating center of the World Health Organization for policy and training on access to pain relief, as also founder chairman of Pallium India, a non-governmental charitable trust active in the area of palliative care. Dr. Rajgopal is widely known all across the country as the father of palliative care in India. He obtained his MBBS degree from Trivandrum Medical College and MD Anesthesiology degree from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. He then joined the Calicut Medical College, rising to the position of professor and head of the Department of Anesthesiology. However, in the 1980s, he decided to chart his own path. He decided to devote himself to the development of palliative services and started focusing on this. In 1993, the Pain and Palliative Care Society, PPCS, and started a community-based service delivery system tailored to the Indian cultural and social needs. By 1995, this model of delivery of palliative care had made palliative care services available to nearly 30% of the population in Kerala, as compared to the national average availability of these services at that time of below 0.5%. In 2003, he founded Pallium India, a non-governmental organization with the aim of providing access to palliative care integrated seamlessly with the remaining healthcare delivery system throughout the country. The advocacy efforts on part of Dr. Rajgopal were instrumental in amendments in the National Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act, leading to improved access to narcotic analgesics for patients suffering from pain. He has also been a major force for the creation of the Government of India's National Program for Palliative Care, for inclusion of palliative care in curricula for medical and nursing courses, and for integration of palliative care into the national health policy. Professor Rajgopal's his efforts have helped thousands of poor patients embrace death with dignity and sans any suffering. He has co-authored many Lancet Commission reports, which are widely read all over the world, including the Value of Death Report 2022. For those who may not have read this, I would highly recommend you reading that. He also has a memoir, Walk with the Weary. He's an adjunct professor of global oncology at the Queen's University, Kingston, Canada. He has received numerous awards and honors, including the Ellison D. Forges Award for Extraordinary Activism by Human Rights Watch in 2014 and the Padma Shri Award in 2018. To summarize Dr. Rajgopal's life, I can think of description by Ralph Emerson, an American poet. And I quote, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail," unquote. We are grateful to you, sir. We are grateful to you, sir, for very kindly agreeing to deliver a convocation address to our pass-outs. Sir, my hope today is that your exemplary work will encourage some of our bright graduate and postgraduate degree recipients and guide them to paths that are less trodden, just as you have done. Thank you, sir. Next, I welcome Dr. V.M. Katoch, who, as president of the institute, heads the JIPMER family. He trained at Medical College Shimla, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, Veterans Administration Medical Center at Long Beach in California, USA, and the National Institute of Medical Research, London. He then returned to India and joined the Indian Council of Medical Research's Jalma Institute in Agra in 1978. He spent a long part of his life there and undertook research on mycobacterial diseases, that is, tuberculosis and leprosy, which are major problems in our country, in particular on newer methods for the diagnosis and treatment of these infections. He was the director of that institute from 2001 to 2008. From 2008 to 2014, he was the Director General of Indian Council of Medical Research and was the founder secretary of the then newly created Department of Health Research, Government of India. Thereafter, till last year, he occupied the Nasi ICMR Chair on Public Health Research at the Rajasthan University of Health Sciences in Jaipur. He heads and serves on several important scientific panels and committees of the Government of India and international bodies. So the responsibilities for JIPMER are only a very small part of his vast repertoire of activities. Over the last more than 4 years, sir, you have provided invaluable leadership to our institute. For that, the entire JIPMER family and I in particular are indebted to you, and we have benefited immensely from your advice and vision. I thank you for gracing the occasion today, sir. Next, I welcome Professor Gurmeet Singh, Vice Chancellor of the Puducherry University, a chemist par excellence and a member of our institute body, as also Dr. Ashok Kumar Saxena, a well-known zoologist who is also a member of our institute body. I am grateful to you both, sir, for very kindly gracing the occasion today. I also welcome all other distinguished guests, in particular our past faculty members. We are indebted to you, sir, for being with us today and honoring us. Your presence is a big boost to us, and you have guided the institute in the past, and you continue to guide us. Finally, I welcome and congratulate all the degree recipients on their well-deserved achievement, as also their family members who are with us online to share the joy of on the accomplishment of their awards. Let me change gears now and go to my second duty today, and that is to present a report on the activities of the institute over the last 1 year. We have 3 major functions: teaching, research, and patient care, and I'll take these up one by one. For teaching, JIPMER, which is an autonomous institution created by an Act of Parliament in 2008, we have 2 campuses, one here and one more recent, younger one in Karaikal. We offer medical courses at various levels: MBBS, postgraduate, that is MD, MS, MDS, and postdoctoral DM, MCH, in addition to a PhD program. The convocation for those courses was conducted yesterday. A major part of the institute's academic activity is graduate and postgraduate courses in nursing and several allied health science fields, and the convocation for that is the one today. At the convocation today, 11th in the series of convocations for nursing and allied health science courses, 360 students who completed their courses during the year 2022-23 and till now in the current year will be receiving their degrees and diplomas today. These include MSc in Nursing 49, MSc in Allied Health Science subjects 37, MPH 40, BSc Nursing 139, BSc in Allied Health Sciences 85, postgraduate diplomas 2, post-basic diploma in Nursing 8. While on academics, I am very proud to inform that in the National Institutional Ranking Framework, or NIRF rankings, this year, JIPMER has continued its upward march, moving to the 5th rank this year from the 6th rank in 2022, which was by itself an improvement over the 8th rank in 2021. Further, in overall NIRF ranking, that is ranking among all universities in the country, JIPMER moved up from 54th rank in 2022 to 39th in 2023, a whopping gain of 15 ranks. Similarly, the recent India Today survey ranked us as 2nd among all institutions in India offering MBBS courses. These achievements do make us proud, but we do not wish to stop here. On behalf of our faculty, I can say we have the will, we have the confidence to go higher. We know we are capable of doing better, and we will do it by working harder. College of Nursing at JIPMER started in 2006 and offers BSc Nursing degree with an annual intake of 94 students. MSc Nursing courses are offered in 5 specialties with 31 students annually, post-basic diploma in nursing in 3 specialties, and PhD in nursing. In the year that has just gone by, the curricula for BSc and MSc Nursing courses have been thoroughly revised and made effective from the students who were recently admitted. One of the major changes in BSc Nursing that will be effective from the batch that has just joined is an inclusion of a compulsory 6-month internship as a part of the 4-year course on the lines of internship in MBBS. As for allied health sciences, we offer 11 different BSc courses and 6 different master's courses and a separate Master of Public Health or MPH program. The curricula for these were revised in the year 2021-22. Recognizing the dictum that teaching learning cannot happen without high quality evaluation, an online computer-based system has been introduced for evaluation of scripts of theory examinations for internal exams. This is a harbinger of doing the same and move to full online evaluation of final theory papers even before the practical students sit for a practical exam for both undergraduate and postgraduate courses in nursing, in allied health sciences, as well as in medical courses. This will ensure that evaluation of theory papers receives its due importance, which is not possible when theory papers are checked along with the practical examination. Let me move on to research. On the research front, in recent years, we have placed emphasis not on increasing the number, but also the quality of research proposals. Our research division, and I believe that this is reflected by a steady increase in the number of extramural grants that have been received by the institute's faculty, with 59 new extramural projects sanctioned during 2022-23. In the year 2022-23, the institute received rupees 16 crores as extramural research grants, and in the first 6 months of the current financial year, we have already received 9.2 crores as extramural grants. In addition, in the last year, the institute sanctioned intramural grants worth rupees 2.1 crores to young researchers, which means the postgraduate and postdoctoral students. We also encourage the faculty and students of nursing and AHS courses to engage in research, as attested by the fact that 1/3 of these intramural grants actually went to such students. In addition, research grants are also sanctioned to undergraduate students in nursing and allied health science streams at par with MBBS students. During the year 2022-23, the institute faculty and students published 1,024 papers in scholarly journals, besides several books and book chapters. This is the first time we crossed the 1,000 mark, and I'm proud to say that this includes 21 papers published by the teachers in College of Nursing. Several teachers and students in the College of Nursing and Allied Health Science courses have received best paper prizes in various conferences and poster competitions. In particular, a paper presented by Mrs. Clooney Asha received the 3rd Best Paper Award in the 4th International Oncology Nursing Conference in December 2022. As for the other honors received by the faculty, Professor Thapa received the Professor K.C. Kandhari Foundation Lifetime Achievement Award of Indian Association of Dermatologists, Venereologists, and Leprologists. Professor Vikram Kate, our Dean Academic, received the Dr. Das Mohapatra Memorial Oration Award of the Association of Surgeons of India. Professor Biju Patakat was nominated as Program Director of the International Hepatopancreatobiliary Association's outreach program for spread of hepatopancreatobiliary surgery in underdeveloped countries. Dr. Ambika Prasad Patra received the first prize, which included a rupees 5 lakh cash award for a nomogram-based project at the National Forensic Hackathon 2023, organized by the National Forensic Science University in Gandhinagar. Professor Pankaj Kundra received the Dr. Y.G. Bhojraj Award of the Indian Association of Anesthesia for 2022. Dr. Krishna Kumar, Plastic Surgery, was elected as Fellow of Society of Pediatric Urology. Professor N.G. Rajesh, trained in renal and transplant pathology at Houston Methodist Hospital, US, under a Fulbright Nehru Academic and Professional Excellence Scholarship. Dr. Priyamvada was selected as a mentor for the Young Nephrologist Program 2023 by the European Renal Association. I was appointed as chairperson of the WHO Southeast Asia Regional Immunization Technical Advisory Group, and also serve as president of World Association of Medical Editors. Department of Preventive and Social Medicine is undertaking a 4-year collaborative academic partnership with Heidelberg Institute of Global Health, Germany, and this is supported by the German Academic Exchange Service. Department of Preventive and Social Medicine is a part of and will serve as the clinical coordination center for the recently approved Indian Tuberculosis Genomics Surveillance Consortium. Over the last 1 year, the research division organized workshops on several diverse topics. In addition, it organized the 7th annual Research Day celebrations of the Institute during March 9 to 11, where nursing and allied health science students also participated actively by presenting papers and participating in various workshops. The third function that we have is patient care. Our hospital, with more than 2,200 beds, provides both acute care and specialty-driven healthcare services, with nearly 8,000 patients attending our outpatient clinics and nearly 500 patients attending the emergency services daily. We perform kidney, liver, bone marrow, and hand transplantations. We provide advanced diagnostic, cardiovascular, neurosurgical, and oncological services. In the last year, several new facilities have been started. These include an additional 24/7 operation theater for neurosurgery, primarily for trauma patients, an additional operation theater for surgery, and another one for obstetrics and gynecology, a second ICU under the Department of Anesthesiology, a new ICU for pulmonary medicine, a 10-bed post-operative ward for orthopedics, a 10-bed high-dependency unit for pediatrics, a kangaroo mother care ward for neonatology. This was possible because we were able to recruit nearly 430 nursing officers and 80 senior residents against the posts that were sanctioned recently. Activation of additional operation theaters and services is on the anvil. A new linear accelerator in the institute was inaugurated by the Honorable President of India in August, and a biplane digital subtraction angiography unit was commissioned in April 2023. A Jan Aushadhi outlet, we have had a tender and it should be open next month, which means November. At the Karaikal campus, construction of phase 1 buildings at a cost of rupees 404 crores has been completed. These buildings include an academic building housing all the departments, lecture rooms, laboratories, and faculty rooms, student hostels, and staff and faculty residences. Currently, we are moving from the existing rented buildings into the academic building, and newly constructed houses are being allotted to the staff. Further, the Delegated Investment Board of the Ministry of Health has approved construction of a 500-bed teaching hospital at Karaikal at an estimated cost of rupees 452 crores. The construction will begin by the end of this month and will be completed in the next 3 years. At Yanam, a distant place but a part of the Union Territory of Puducherry, a 100-bed multi-speciality consulting unit is ready for occupation, and we hope to start OPD services there by the end of November. Recently, Government of India sanctioned 82 posts for that unit, and the recruitment process has begun. At our main campus here, construction of a new building for Regional Cancer Center, I shouldn't say a new building, an additional building for Regional Cancer Center costing rupees 48 crores is likely to be completed in 6 months. A new 400-bed boys hostel costing rupees 42, construction has just begun, and that of a 150-bed critical care block costing 142 crores to manage critically ill patients in for future epidemics is likely to begin soon. The Standing Finance Committee has recently approved purchase of new equipment, including a high-energy linear accelerator, a radiotherapy simulation and planning system, and a new cardiac cath lab at an aggregate cost of rupees 55 crores. Plans for a specimen transport chute system in the hospital and for some additional faculty residences in the campus is ready and should be approved soon. The Institute's administrative wing has worked overtime over the last 1 year to complete recruitment of 433 posts of nursing officers, 40 junior administrative assistants, 40 other Group B and C personnel, and several other long vacant deputation posts, including those of registrar for this campus, registrar for the Karaikal campus, purchase officers, senior store officers, etc., which had been lying vacant for several years. The recruitment for 82 new faculty members and for medical lab technologists is in progress, and we hope to complete those also in early December. With these, we should have further expansion in our patient care, teaching, and research activities. Another new activity has been organization of training programs on issues related to administration, bringing in external trainers, not only for the administrative staff, but also for faculty members, including those in the College of Nursing. Implementation of e-office is in progress, and this should help expedite file movement and decision making. We in academics look at I'll skip that part. So finally, let me come to the degree recipients. You are our focus today. The primary advice for you will come from our chief guest, Dr. Rajgopal. However, as an elder, let me take 2 minutes to give you 2 brief messages. First, as Confucius, the Chinese philosopher, said, those people who develop the ability to continuously acquire new and better forms of knowledge that they can apply to their work and to their lives will be the movers and shakers in our society for the indefinite future. Our own Mahatma Gandhi said the same thing in slightly different words, which may be actually simpler to understand. And I quote, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. So what you are learning will stay with you. Think that you have a long life and keep learning. So remember, your education does not end today. Each of you must continue to read and learn something new each day of your life. This is something that was given to me by my teachers, and I can assure you that I try and do this every day, even today. And I hope, pray, and wish that each of you does the same. Second, as a medical professional, or I include nursing, allied health sciences as a part of the medical profession, please don't consider yourself any different. You can do several things with your life. As William Osler said, the practice of medicine will vary. Practice of medicine will be very much as you make it. To one, a worry, a care, a perpetual annoyance. So you may think medical practice is a cause for worry, for annoyance. To another, a daily job and a life of as much happiness and usefulness as can well fall to the lot of man. He further said, the practice of medicine is an art, not a trade. An art, not a trade. A calling, not a business. A calling, not a business. A calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head. So, practice of your profession needs not only your brain, but also needs your heart, compassion, empathy. Hence, I wish and hope that you will practice the knowledge that we, this institute, and this faculty have given you with empathy and compassion to alleviate human suffering and not merely to earn money. My best wishes. Nandari, Dhanyavad, thank you, Jai Hind. Sir, may I have your permission to declare the convocation open?
I permit you to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open. Let the candidates for the award of degrees be presented.
Sir, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the award of various degree and diploma. I request the candidates to rise as I read out their degrees and remain standing. MSc Nursing. MSc Allied Health Sciences. Master of Public Health. Post Basic Diploma in Nursing. Postgraduate Diploma in Genetic Counseling. BSc Nursing. BSc Allied Health Sciences. Bachelor of Audiology, Speech, Language and Pathology. I pray that they be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Director of the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, I admit you, the students whose names are printed in the list, to your respective degrees of MSc Nursing, MSc Allied Health Sciences, Master of Public Health, Post-Basic Diploma in Nursing, Postgraduate Diploma in Genetic Counseling, BSc Nursing, BSc Allied Health Sciences, and Bachelor of Audiology, Speech, Language, and Pathology of this institute, and charge you that ever in your lives you prove worthy of the same.
Please raise your right hand for the oath and repeat after me. We shall, in thought, word and deed, ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession, and shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our institute. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of a society, and shall devote all our energy to promote the integrity and secular ideals of a country. The candidates may please take the seats.
Thank you, sir. We now have the presentation of scrolls to the graduating students. I request our Honorable President to distribute the scrolls as our registered academic reads out the list of degree recipients. I kindly request our distinguished guests to join for the presentation.
A very good morning and welcome to all of you. Now the presentation of graduates for the award of degrees. First comes Master of Science Nursing. Vinesh S. Medical Surgical Nursing. Kavita S, Medical Surgical Nursing. Kanchana Bora, Medical Surgical Nursing. Meenakshi N, Medical Surgical Nursing. Priyanka R, Medical Surgical Nursing. Cheryl Ann Chaco, Medical Surgical Nursing. Sindhuja K, Medical Surgical Nursing. Trija M, Medical Surgical Nursing. Indumadi M, Pediatric Nursing. Surya Krishnan, Pediatric Nursing. Shalini Bandari, Obstetric and Gynecological Nursing. Suganya O, Obstetric and Gynecological Nursing. Tamil Selvi C, Obstetric and Gynecological Nursing. Faisal Baby P, Community Health Nursing. Saurabh Mishra, Community Health Nursing. Parameshwari K, Psychiatric Nursing. Subhashri S, Psychiatric Nursing. Susmita Sasmal, Psychiatric Nursing. Tabassum Parveen, Psychiatric Nursing. Abhinaya P, Medical Surgical Nursing. Lakshmi S, Medical Surgical Nursing. Dirti Deepa Ghosh, Medical Surgical Nursing. Indrani Das, Medical Surgical Nursing. Indrani Chattopadhyay, Medical Surgical Nursing. Jingam Carlo, medical surgical nursing. Nithomani Dekha, medical surgical nursing. Vijayanila G, medical surgical nursing. Grace Das, pediatric nursing. Sadhana G, pediatric nursing. Tamil Selvi R, pediatric nursing. Vineet Gopi K, pediatric nursing. Ananya Mondal, obstetric and gynecological nursing. Varna Mohan, obstetric and gynecological nursing. Vangerika Pakam Nithina Devi, obstetric and gynecological nursing. Geeta Shri S, community health nursing. Janith V, community health nursing. Praveena G, community health nursing. Delmi Paul, psychiatric nursing. Deepa Mani Rabba, psychiatric nursing. Ishita Ghosh, psychiatric nursing. Monisha G, psychiatric nursing. Vaidishwari K, psychiatric nursing. Next comes Master of Science, Allied Health Sciences. Abhisha, MSc Medical Biochemistry. Guglot Sudhakar, Medical Biochemistry. Hariharan S, Medical Biochemistry. Jim Sebastian S, Medical Biochemistry. Komalavalli M, Medical Biochemistry. Tulsi Rathela, medical biochemistry. Uma Devi CS, medical biochemistry. Anjali, medical physiology. Charu Bansal, medical physiology. Shazia Haq Arshad, medical physiology. Ajay Kumar Singh, medical physiology. Gokul PK, MLT microbiology. Malavika KR, MLT microbiology. Reshma R, MLT microbiology. Sheena MS, MLT microbiology. Shruti K, MLT microbiology. Dima PM, MLT pathology. Happy Krishna, MLT pathology. Karthika Vijay, MLT pathology. Vijisha T, MLT pathology. Renuka Devi S, biostatistics. Shivashankari M, biostatistics. Mohammad Shahir P, MLT microbiology. Shamima M, MLT microbiology. Shruti K, MLT microbiology. Sudarshan Bhagavan, MLT microbiology. Anaswara Ramesh, MLT pathology. Ashwani MS, MLT Pathology. Sri Lakshmi TN, MLT Pathology. Swati S, MLT Pathology. Nandini K, Biostatistics. Saurav Raj K, Biostatistics. Next, we move on to Master of Public Health, MPH. Ahalya P. Gopi. Arpita A. Balaji S. Debajyoti Bhattacharya. Indu J. Mayank Sharma. Monica A. Munira Parveen K. Ramba K. Revati Ajayan. Robert Rajashekhar A. Roopmala. Shefali Gupta. Shikha Yadav. Shubhajit Pahari. Shanmati SM. Sridevi S. Swati Madhusudanan L. Alisa Maria Prince. Anjali Yadav. Adira Menon. Banushri Soni. Burhana Begum Chaudhary. Diokar Swateja Ashok. Dungi VV Prasad Reddy. Henna K. Khadija Nasreen VP. Komal Sharma. Nishant K. Trijita Mitra. Srinivasan T. Sumana Bera. S. Tamilchelvan. Umang Dahiya. Vanjavakam Sahitya. Next comes Post-Basic Diploma in Nursing. Divakar M. Post-Basic Diploma in Cardiothoracic Nursing. Arun Kumar C. Post-Basic Diploma in Critical Care Nursing. Durga Devi R. Post-Basic Diploma in Critical Care Nursing. Hemavati R. Post-Basic Diploma in Critical Care Nursing. Aarti K. Harindranath. Postgraduate Diploma in Genetic Counseling. Anjana Swati Krishna. Postgraduate Diploma in Genetic Counseling. Next, we move on to BSc Nursing. Aparna AP. Ashmita Goswami. Ashwati U. Talesh Maria Alex. Dharanidharan S. Devadarshini R. Dishari Khan. Glory Sheba J. Gauri Shankari T. Kunjan Chaudhary. Harini S. Heather Melissa Vanyang. Hemalata A. Ibe Tunfoni Jana. Jayashri S. Jaita Chatterjee. Jishna V. John Arul A. Kanagapriya P. Kanmani K. Kayalviri A. Krishna S. Nair. M. Reshma. Mahipriya. Malliga M. Manisha G. Manonmani J. Namita S. Naren Kumar N. Nitya Tirupati. Pallavi Rani. Bavadarani N. Punisha A. Priyanka M. Priyanka Yadav. Raja Bhoneshwari Devi M. Ranjita R. Richa Rathor. S. Sri Priya. Sadhana K. Saravanan S. Neha K. Neha Sahu. Sana Rimum. Chandra Bera. Varna PS. Veerananda P. Velveena M. Vinita AP. Yashashwini M. Tribura Sundaravadi P. Telagavadi V. Aparna Santosh Kumar. Bhagyalakshmi R. Mugila V. Sushmita Sarangi. Okay. Govardhanan N. A. Adaha. Arthi S. Abhirami S. Aflamol M. Akshaya Devi M. Amruta NV. Anand E. Anjana Joshi. Ansila Shaju. Anusha P. Anvesha De. Aparna Tiwari. Arti V. Archana OV. Adira S. Christy Anthony. Darini G. Dekit Dolma. Ilanjarian V. Elsa Rose. Ganesh Ma K. Hayat Ahmad Chopan. Hepzibah M. Ibatiang Da. Janani M. Jasmine Teresa Matthew. Kabir Basha K. Keshavardhani D. Kirtiga R. Krishna PR. Kripa Joseph. Lavanya D. Madhumita S. Marina Martin. Mohammed Imran Lone. Mausumi Maji. Mubashra VP. Mohammed Fasil KV. Mohammed Jasil E. Priyadarshini T. R. Madan Kumar. Rahla Fatima T. Ranjini B. Rasika TV. Reshma G. Sharmili S. Sitara KT. Sudha S. Sri Aishwarya S. Suveda N. Sweetie Baiju. Tirkavarshini S. Vanishri C. Varshalina KS. Yunabi Edayadan. Next, we move on to Bachelor of Science in Allied Health Sciences. First comes Medical Laboratory Technology. Anaga C. Anaswara Cholayil. Anuf TP. Aruna T. Arya TS. Aryashri MD. Ashwati P. Bharati Kumar S. Devi Krishna S. Dhanush S. Hanana NP. Hiba M. Khadija Iqbal. Muhammad Faiz CA. Namita Sri Prabha K. Nandaragi Baiju. Naveenan R. Sachin Venkat V. Sangeet Kumar Ray. Shifna. Neha Vinayan. Sudipta Maiti. Suhaira. Next, we move on to BSc Cardiac Laboratory Technology. Najia P. Neha PK. Surya TK. Tangirala Sai Bhargav Reddy. Next is Bachelor of Science, Dialysis Technology, Ima Suresh. Fatima Shana K. Ubita U. Next is Bachelor of Science, Neurotechnology, Huda Fatima. Mahima Elsa Joji. Rima Naurin UV. Sony Kumari. Next is Bachelor of Science, Nuclear Medicine Technology, Puvendan. Renaisi Rafiq. Vishnu PR. Next is Bachelor of Science, Perfusion Technology, Arya Krishna MV. Balaraja S. Madhuja Chaudhary. Meena Mirshana NV. Next is Bachelor of Science, Radiotherapy Technology, Bharat V. Rabi Rasak P. Shalina Sherin CP. Next is Bachelor of Science, Anesthesia Technology, Muhammad Afzal EK. Niranjan P. Pooja V. Next, is Bachelor of Science MLT in Blood Banking. Priyanka Shri SV. Sona S. Subin KS. Next is Bachelor of Science Medical Technology Radio Diagnosis. Fatima Hiba KP. Kishore V. Shabil K. Shabnas Rani UK. Next comes Bachelor of Science Optometry. Navaneet Krishna MP. R3B. Ashik Azad. Muhammad Ashiku. Savan Kumar Yadav. Vedapriya L. Yogita M. Amit Singh Sirola. Next comes Bachelor of Science Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics. Balaji Divyarani. Najwa PT. Safira Yusuf. Next, we move on to bachelor's degree in audiology and speech language pathology. Aisha Nida AV. Floria Sebastian. Niranjana J. Neha Ganesh. Bhavya Unni. Kelja Fatima PK. Phil Yanam. Uma Shankar K. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. To quote Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam again, excellence does not happen by accident. It is a process. You have to work hard to achieve it. Excellence is not an isolated act, but a habit. It takes practice and perseverance to be on top. We celebrate the excellence and achievement of our graduates by giving awards to those who had outstanding academic performance. May I now request our respected Dean Academic to present the graduates for award of medals for academic excellence. And I kindly invite a chief guest to present the medals to the awardees.
It is my privilege to announce the awardees of various medals for outstanding academic performance for nursing and allied health science technology. Mala Anusama Memorial Endowment Prize for the postgraduate with highest marks in the annual examination from first to final year in MSc Nursing goes to Dinesh S. This award is also shared by Vineet Gopi K. and Sathana G. Sathana G. The Institute Prize for the postgraduate with highest marks in annual exam from first to final year in MSc Medical Physiology goes to Charu Bansal. The Institute Prize for the postgraduate with the highest marks in annual exam from first to final year MSc MLT Pathology goes to Vijisha T. This award also goes to Swati S. The Malla Rangarao Memorial Endowment Prize for the best outgoing student in MPH goes to Shikha Yadav. This prize also goes to Vanjaka Sahitya. Shri Raja Manikam Memorial Prize for highest marks in the annual exam in post-basic diploma in nursing goes to Durga Devi R. The Nabib-Con Endowment Prize for the student with highest marks in annual exam from first to final year in BSc Nursing goes to Gauri Shankari T. This award also goes to Christy Anthony. Department of RCC Endowment Prize for the student with highest marks in the annual exam from first to final in BSc Radiotherapy Technology goes to Shalina Sharin CP. The Institute Prize for the student with highest marks in the annual exam in BSc MLT goes to Dhanush S. All the following awards now from first to final year, the students have topped. Institute Prize in BSc Dialysis Technology in annual exam goes to Yubita U. Institute Prize in BSc Neurotechnology goes to Mahima Elsa Joji. Institute Prize in BSc Perfusion Technology goes to Madhuji Chaudhary. The Institute Prize in BSc Cardiac Laboratory Technology goes to Surya TK. The Institute Prize in BSc Nuclear Medicine Technology goes to Puvendan. The Institute Prize in BSc Medical Technology Radiodiagnosis goes to Shabil K. The Institute Prize in BSc Anesthesia Technology goes to Pooja V. The Institute Prize in Bachelor of Optometry goes to Vedapriya L. This prize also goes to Aarti B. The Institute Prize in MLT in Blood Banking goes to Priya Sankari SV. The Institute Prize for Bachelor of Audiology, Speech, Language and Pathology goes to Sneha Ganesh. This institute's prize also goes to Uma Sankar K. The Institute Prize in Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics goes to Balaji Divya Rani. Thank you, sir. That concludes the awardees today.
Thank you, sir, and hearty congratulations to all the award winners. Now, I would like to cordially invite our president to address and bless the graduates.
Respected Professor Rajgopal, the chief guest for today's function. Two esteemed guests, Gurmeet Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Puducherry University, Professor Ashok Saxena. Both are our esteemed colleagues of the institute body, helping our institution in many ways. Professor Rakesh Agarwal, the director of this institution. Dr. B.C. Agarwal sitting lower down, again, his better half, I said. Whether the proposition is say equal half or better half, but I still say better half. Kate and Mahesh Ji. Both our own past colleagues, Professor Bhatt and Professor Mahadevan, Professor Thapa, Kundra, as in Dean Research and the past Dean Academic. All the esteemed faculty of both the medical side and also the nursing and allied health side. All the students, who are getting the degrees today for the awards. Your family people who might be watching from the other hall. Everybody connected to them. My warm greetings to each of you. For me, it's a very easy job, I'm telling you. All the hard work is done by director and his colleagues. Come very occasionally to maybe claim to be the head of the family, but I've enjoyed working with him. I enjoyed working with him, all the colleagues. And these years, as he reflected, even years of a glory, actually. Always JIPMER was a prominent institution. But as I said yesterday, something, as the aging sets in, after some time, their troubles also set in. This 200-year-old institution is growing, as he said, there's a claim in the public this ranking going up, so many new things getting added. But it's a very vibrant institution. And as you saw today also, this is a mosaic and this represents the whole country. Truly a national institution which has the people getting educated from all parts of the country. I think an excellence in patient care, excellence in teaching, and excellence in strengthening the medical system in the country. Again, what director said in the initial address, there's no question of a distinction between the main medical people and the nursing, allied health services. Because here, is a coalition without which our outcomes are poorer, actually. Like in our medical profession, most of the time, all these successes in the current surgery, the core structure has been the anesthesia, actually. What our chief guest today represents. And the anesthesia it keeps you alive during that time. Only then the surgeons succeed, actually. But he said, who operated on you? Surgical skills are definitely number one, actually. Whenever, I had the health crisis, and every time the surgeons played a key role in ultimately getting rid of the problems and saving me. Of course, one of the crises, the gastroenterology colleagues from our institute played the critical part. The surgeons were core. When every day I pray to my Almighty to thank those people, I remember what the doctors who saved my life 3 times. But in that, I always think of the people who were there in the ICU, nurses, other staff. I think of the anesthesia people who tell me through those surgeries, complicated surgery. So the question arises, who's important, who's not important? I think each of us is important. Name may be of somebody at a particular moment of time, but for saving a life, everybody is important. And for the outcomes also, everybody is important. So this is a coalition, like a Kerala, the coalition politics started and became a stable structure, representing different sections of the social structure of Kerala. Now it has become essential in the national scene also. Well, in the national scene, sometimes a single party may get the majority, so they may not bother about the coalition partners. But for the success of medicine, none of us can succeed without each of you. So it is a partnership between the specialties in medicine, it is a partnership between the specialty with the nursing and the other allied health services which we talked about today. And Dr. Agarwal keeps on saying something to everybody. And he had beautiful words for everybody for the challenges in life, moving up, even what for the cardiac person should do, what are the challenges to him or her, what are the challenges to the nursing side, what are the challenges to everybody, and MPH people, biostatistics people. The point arises, without any of us, any gap anywhere, the success becomes questionable. So I think when you're moving on this journey today as independent professionals tomorrow, you may be going for the post-graduations immediately, maybe after a few years later. Being on this side, maybe completing their PhD, maybe in the very immediate future, maybe in the distant future. So it is a journey is beginning. I don't know who will end up where actually. You will be all competing for your livelihood, basically. But that's how that's the primary thing to survive. But a livelihood, along with that comes a mission of life. That means to be meaningful in life. Are you making a difference? That's the core thing, for everybody. And for today's chief guest, yesterday chief guest also represented something, a very famous surgeon. But ultimately, he took a challenge of building up something in Assam and Tripura and those areas of oncology services when none existed. Today's chief guest again built a society in actually group in problem in actually an intervention area, which was always the time important. But then, it is just a one small thing actually for the people who are practicing something. Because for them, pain, okay, give the painkiller. If something is persisting, do something. But it is never building into a specialty. So over the years, they started building elsewhere also. But he created an entire movement in this country for the palliative medicine. People where you may have no cure, or you may have a cure, but still you need something to do actually. But particularly the side when the other signs have failed actually. But you want the remaining time of the person to be meaningful, without pain, without stress. And in entire palliation, there is a medicine. There is a medical system involved. There is a medical science involved. But that can't succeed without the very efficient nursing side, actually. Because you are there in the forefront. First smile is your smile. First compassion is your compassion. And if you are attentive, you are competent, half of the problems are solved, actually. Because I found that happening with me also in the ICUs, actually. It was a nurse who was picking up, okay, this is dwindling away, this is happening in the ECG here. So immediately calling the specialist, actually, or doing an intervention which is already pre-decided. So ultimately, nurse is not a bystander, actually. Like in army, nurse reaches the same rank of lieutenant general. Maybe in the civil service, in our civil structure also tomorrow we'll have the same ranks, actually. So there will be like the director of health services, there is a director of nursing also. Because your job is no way less important than the medical people who are providing the services. Same way the public health people. Because you are the fighting army in the center, actually. Ultimately, until you understand the thing, the interventions don't become meaningful at a public health level, at a community health level, actually. So I think each of you to the last of this hall today, starting from here, I think has a role, actually. Has a role for the nation, has a role for yourself, has a role to strengthen the medical system in the country. What you do outside, I don't care, actually. For me, the whole universe is India, actually, to be very frank. But you're born Indians, born as Indian to a civilization which had a old knowledge, dwindled away, but you're not living in that past glory, actually. It's a nice pride to be thinking about, our DNA, that we had a good DNA. And we did so well in the past. We did so well in the past when, there were no, actually, the antibiotics. We did so well in the time when there were no gadgets, actually. The Shushruta, Charaka, and those people created the science. And that science is true even today also. The books on that have been written by very eminent cardiac surgeons like M.S. Beliathan. These are the allopaths who have analyzed the Ayurveda of that time. Same way you can talk of Siddha. Same way you can talk of even homeopathy. Same way you can talk of the other systems. So when the scene is today, tomorrow changing, it will integrate medicine. All will be working together with each other. You will, as Professor Agarwal said, you will be constantly learning something. You won't be reading on something else also. Reading about your subject also. But then nursing itself is its own, goals, its own commitment. When I happened to be, first I was a member of one research advisory committee of Hinduja Hospital in Mumbai. And I've been chairing that for the last 10 years. And there is, on the Science Day, we have the presentations, best presentations by nursing side, medical side, laboratory side. And in the end, this is consistently 5 years, the best papers have come from the nursing side. They're very innovative ideas, how to make a life different for the patient. They've been thinking of a new solution. So I think the same time when you move out tomorrow, you take a career in teaching, you take a career in somewhere providing the services. You have to say you're the person to even stop the transmission of drug resistance. You have to be understanding the entire handling mechanism there, actually. You are responsible for the discipline right there. If you understand how the resistance is spreading, you can take the first intervention. In the obstetric care, somewhere you are in the periphery, you're the sole person to be the first battler. So I think, that way, I think the nursing comes right into the forefront. But the same is the story of all other allied health services. Whether you talk of the public health, you talk of the other laboratory technologies, biochemistry, anything, biostatistics. So I think these disciplines, as I reiterate what Dr. Agarwal said, we are not saying you're different than the medical. You are a part of the same medical army, where there are specific roles and need a specific expertise. And then you have to strengthen of your area, actually. You don't have to copy, what the other side is doing. You think, what is my role, actually? And you have a role. Now in the Ayushman Bharat, that the nursing officers will be heading that entire unit, actually. Okay, so you will be responsible even for coordinating the services to that area, actually. So I think that depending upon what role you choose, what the destiny chooses for you, you will have to modulate yourself. But there's an immense role for everybody. You have to work. Without work, of course, there's a zero outcome. Everybody knows that. And if you work, the outcome is going to be there. How you work, how you plan, how you move forward, that becomes your success. Why we talk these things on the last day, Because from tomorrow onwards, when you have a degree in your hand, you're capable of plunging somewhere. That plunge makes a difference. Till that time, it was a guided journey. You were trained in one of the country's best institutions. You had everything all around. You were taught by the best people in the country. You have everything around. But tomorrow, this is you, your challenge. But you have been made capable. You have an opportunity. You will be in a much better position to perform also because you have been trained in the best hands, the best knowledge actually available. But that knowledge is not stagnating. That knowledge is changing. Nursing side, everything starts with Florence Nightingale because that compassion part in the beginning. Yesterday also, Professor Kannan gave an example, of during the COVID time, some grieving families, relatives have died, but a nurse in the entire years, he was consoling them, holding them. He was not worried about herself. Okay. So the point arises, you are in the battlefield, right in the forefront. For you, the life matters. Your contribution to life matters. So I think that becomes very critical actually. Very, very critical for you. Same way story for everybody, the public health, you have to be in the periphery, in the center. The action lies there. It is not a theoretical, it is not a computer all the time. So I think that compassion, that knowledge, that moving on remains the story. Areas like genetic counseling, open field. In this country, for very few diseases, with definitiveness, this mutation is responsible. Small list. With the genomic advances happening, that is still a very hazy area. We don't know which combination of genes are responsible here and there. Hardly any Indian data actually. So you will have to learn. You have to learn as much as your medical colleague person who is on the top teaches you. Well, keep on reading. Are this combination of mutation, this combination of the genetic changes are relevant to us? So your language for giving the counseling, the content, everything will depend upon that actually. You work with your medical team, actually medical seniors who have a greater responsibility, but you don't have a less responsibility than them. Because ultimately you are firing the shot. You are uttering the words which make a lot of difference to the persons who are affected. So I think learning for some becomes a very critical because there are changing areas. Learning for others is necessary because you have to do your best to contribute and succeed in the long run. So I think with these words, for me, as I said, because as an elder of the family, my job is to bless you. Only give you ideas that what I do tomorrow. That's it. And then pray to the Almighty that all of you succeed. That's it. And with these words, I'll say goodbye to all of you. Best wishes. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your most inspirational words. And it means a lot to all our graduates. Having goals to achieve for one's own life is usual, but having goals to achieve for the betterment of the society is simply exceptional. Ladies and gentlemen, we have amidst us one such exceptional personality as our chief guest today. I consider it as my honor to invite our chief guest to deliver the convocation address.
Namaskar. President sir and Director sir and all dignitaries on the dais. The most important people of the day, the new graduates. Such a privilege and honor to be with you all. Director sir asked me to give you a couple of advices, sir. Sorry. What I'm going to do is to make some requests, not advice. I'm going to make a request to you all as your patients tomorrow. The day will come. I, like anybody else, have only 10% chance of dying a sudden death. Even then, even if I'm lucky enough to fall into that 10%, not being ill till then really is not enough. I will be your patient. I hope I'll be treated by one of you because you have had the good fortune to graduate from an institution like this, one of the best few in the country. So as your patients, I have a few requests to make. The first, to all the allied health sciences people, the genetic counseling, the audio, anesthesia technologies, everybody, laboratory technology, please bear with me because tomorrow, though I today recognize the importance of the work, you will make the difference between life and death for me. But my gratitude may be expressed only to the nurses and the doctors because you are always behind the scene. I know what it feels like. To a smaller extent, as an anesthetist, I know what it feels like to be in the backstage. But please know that many people like me would be thankful to you. We recognize the importance of your work, and my best wishes to you for finding enjoyment in your work. To the Masters of Public Health, I specifically have a request. I think you are going to rule the healthcare scene tomorrow. Today, healthcare is not governed by you, and that I think is a problem. Today, healthcare is seen as disease control, disease treatment. Oh, I know the universal health coverage document, which we all quote and then forget, says that healthcare has to be preventive, promotive, curative, rehabilitative, and palliative. That's all in the books. Where would 95% of the money go? To the curative treatments. Promotive treatments, promoting health. Please, Masters of Public Health, bring out a healthcare system tomorrow. You can do it. Only you can do it. That will provide truly healthcare. Everybody here has learned the definition of health and promptly forgotten. Health, my health tomorrow, your patient, helpless patient lying in that bed. All my degrees and all the awards that you kindly mentioned will not have any relevance. Even if you bring all those awards and hang in front of me, I'm not even going to take a look at it. Even if I by that time own a Mercedes, which is very, 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 very unlikely, it will be of no use because I will be riding only in an ambulance. What would be my health at that point of time? The definition that we choose to forget: physical, social, and mental well-being. How much of the public health that you see being practiced looks after mental well-being? We give speeches about social determinants of health. What do we do about it? Congratulations on all those publications. Oh my God, 1064 or something. Amazing. But if you ever enter that the portal of WHO in Geneva, you will see a streamer going through the screens. 86% of all published medical literature is never translated to action. 86%. 86%. You do it, you make the finding and forget about it later. I hope whatever amazing discoveries you have made, the conclusions from those findings, you will make it your priority, if you believe in it truly, to translate it to implementation research for the future. Get it across to me, because your paper, your research is of no value unless I, helplessly lying in that bed, unable to move, unless I can benefit from it. How long will you take, Masters of Public Health,
to change the healthcare world. I cannot wait very long. At this age, I can see it almost happening over there. Please be fast. Change the healthcare scene. Make it truly healthcare. Aim for my physical, social, and mental well-being. I'm a palliative care doctor. Palliative care will convey different things to a lot of people. For a lot of people, it's care for the dying. Oh my God, yes, I do want support when I'm dying, but if I have 1 month or 1 year from the time of diagnosis, from the time of onset of symptoms, till I die, I want life. I want your help to pack as much of life into that time as possible. Yesterday, over dinner, our director sir was talking about his specialty, hepatology, and the role of albumin in terminal hepatic disease. Listen, if I have an advanced hepatic disease which is not curable, and if I am on my way, what benefit will that albumin do for me? Except that remaining year or that remaining day for me to keep thinking, oh my God, I did not earn a lot of money in my life. I have destroyed my family as I am going. Every single bottle of albumin, useless albumin that he infused into a dying patient with that hepatic disease that he was complaining about. Thank you for your humanity, sir, for thinking about that, thinking from my point of view tomorrow. These are medical absurdities. What are you doing? You are treating the serum proteins. You are not treating me. You are forgetting me and treating my serum chemistry. Chemistry is important, but I am more important as a human being. Masters of Public Health. Please change that also. Change the focus to the person, from organs, from chemistry, from microbes, from diseases to human beings. And fast enough for me to enjoy the benefit. One more ask the public health people. Yesterday again, the conversation turned to what kind of diseases deserve palliative care. And Director Sir was arguing that it should certainly include hepatology. As a matter of fact, hepatobiliary diseases account for almost 5% of the global palliative care needs. Often forgotten. See, there is none of you will discriminate in the name of religion, caste, or creed when you treat somebody, but there is a curious caste system. Some diseases are upper caste. If I am unlucky enough to have that hepatic disease or reversed dementia, I fear that a palliative care system in this country may reject me, saying, oh, sorry, you are not lucky enough to have cancer. You are of the lower caste. You don't deserve it. How can we ever justify this? A discrimination in the name of a diagnosis? It's my suffering that should matter. Palliative care is mitigation of serious health-related suffering. And if you suspect that whether it's your duty, just Google for the healthcare providers duty of care, which has been officially defined by a statutory body of Government of India, the Indian Council of Medical Research. And they define the duty of the healthcare provider as the duty of healthcare providers to mitigate suffering. It is to mitigate suffering, and there exists no exception to this rule. I am quoting verbatim. There exists no exception to this rule. I'm not asking a favor. I'm asking you to do your duty of mitigating my suffering. Just 2 or 3 small requests, Masters of Public Health. Now I have to talk to the nursing graduates. Please don't be angry with me. I really consider nursing the noblest profession in the whole world. I hope you won't see it as chamchagiri for me to get some special favors when I'm in that bed. But as you all came here to receive your degrees, I think only about 10% of the graduates found it difficult to smile. I found a smile in at least 90% of faces. Oh, not statistically. Biostatistics graduates, please bear with me. But I hope you will study this. The influence of a smile on the healthcare provider, on a recipient of healthcare. About that 10%, most of them, it would have been just stage fright. Maybe, I hope it is. I hope it is not your inability to smile. Those who smile, when you find your videos, please give attention to the grade of your smile. I grade it in a grade of 1 to 5. 0 is no smile. 1 is the toothless smile. Grade 5 is all 32 teeth visible. And that smile reaches the eyes, not a mechanical smile. Do you think it's important in health when I'm in that bed? Think from my point of view as the occupant of that bed. I particularly have fear. My one more question to our physiology professors and biostatistics people. I don't know if this has been proved, but it's only observation, subject to bias. I have this feeling that the more degrees you get, the muscle tone increases. And the negative effect that increase in muscle tone is that smile stops. You stop smiling when you leave home in the morning. And your voice changes. How are you? It's intimidating. And then what will I say? I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, madam. You won't get to hear what I feel. You won't know my fears, anxieties, my pain, even my pain, because I'm afraid to talk to you. Once I was as the bystander in a hospital for a short time. You know, this bystander is an Indian phenomenon. I have not heard that term used anywhere else in the world. That's generally coming from traditionally our government hospitals. In the olden days, there were hardly any private hospitals. And for about 5 patients, there would be one stool with 3 legs on which the bystanders can take turns and sit down. So when I was being a bystander, I saw this scene. 2 people came in. One was obviously a senior nurse, must be very senior, with that muscular rigidity. Behind her was a young girl. I don't know whether she was a student or a new nurse. And she was carrying that tray. And this man on the bed had just been out of the ICU, had been delirious, was speaking and very, very distressed. So the senior person came in, held him like this, said, open your mouth and be still. The thermometer went in. The other things, vitals were taken. And then the machine, that human machine, turned and walked away. And the young girl just looked at the man for a second. And then, I don't know, Humanity had not been killed yet. He held his cheek like this. What a difference between that holding and this. And asked him, okay, in Malayalam, Yenda acha? Something like, what is it, Dad? There's obvious sufferings. That was the height of empathy that I have seen. Then she immediately picked up the tray and ran behind the machine. But in that moment, he was displaying the humanity. And as I watched, as the bystander, I was praying, when my time comes, I hope I will find a human being like that. The people sitting up here in front will be mostly teaching nurses. I hope you will not be afraid to sit down beside a patient. Sit beside a patient, smile at a patient, and show it to your students what humanity is. I hope you will not lose your smile. I hope you will maintain them and show them how a person in that bed, restless, can be made at peace, a little bit at least. There was a rather well-known former editor of New York Times, not a medical person, Anatole Breuer. Anatole Breuer became ill, and from what he wrote from the sick bed, they're very profound things. One of them is he's writing to his healthcare providers, I wouldn't demand a lot of your time. I just wish you would give me your whole mind just once. Not only your thermometer and blood pressure apparatus, your whole mind. See me as a person, as a human being. And that would make a lot of difference. When, okay, as an anesthetist, I am rather partial to anesthesia technology people. When I come into an operation theater, in spite of my life as an anesthetist, I'm likely to be scared. I have also been depersonalized into a hospital gown. I don't exist anymore. I am just a body on a trolley. And as I am rolled into the theater, I will be scared stiff. And if at that point of time, you touch my hand and tell me, I am here to look after you. Imagine the extent of peace that one sentence can happen. In this strange world, there is one person who cares for me. So I hope whatever your profession is, even if you are in front of me only for a blood sample, please see me as a human being and treat me as you, a human being. And if on some days your work is not too busy, I hope you won't mind sitting down beside me. It was already mentioned, the effect of standing up, looking down and talking. And if you will sit down beside me, look me in the eye, connect with me as a person, imagine how much better I'll feel. A Canadian psychiatrist, Harvey Chochinov, he's called the father of dignity therapy, talks about the importance of dignity. Now I am talking only, almost done. I'll finish soon. This is about the end of life. When I am at that point of time, I feel you will reject me. Terminally ill, nothing to be done. All the organs are gone. So what's there left? What there is left is the human being who is never seen in hospitals usually. And that human being matters. That human being matters even if that person has only 1 hour to live or 5 minutes to live. Because he or she is not dead yet. It's a life, and that life needs to be respected. And at that time, I think you should get to know me. Know me as a person. Chochinov writes this: treating a patient severe arthritis and not knowing his or her core identity as a musician providing care to a woman with metastatic breast cancer and not knowing she is the sole carer for two young children, attempting to support a dying patient and not knowing he or she is devoutly religious. Each of these scenarios is equivalent to attempting to operate in the dark. When the power is gone, if you do perform a surgery, it will be something like this. This is not only about patients. This is equally relevant when you go home and meet your grandparents or elderly parents. What happens? You're busy. You go there to see them out of duty. Most of the time, your eyes are fixed on a device. And then you go in and say, Grandma, how are you? Grandpa, how are you? Bye. Just sit down with them. Make that gift. It will be good practice for your medical health profession. Sit down with them. Maybe you don't know them yet. Just sit down with them and say, Grandpa, tell me your story. Tell me about your childhood. And as stories emerge, you will make amazing discoveries. Once you do it to your parents, then you will discover that you really did not know your dad or mom. And this discovering people within people is vital if you are to treat them with respect and dignity. And that final message is this: I deserve and demand respect from you. Not for my degrees, not for the awards, not for anything else, because I am a human being. Like the 7.8 million people. He said 7.8 million and people, and then remembered that biostatistics people are there. Sorry if I'm very bad at my numbers, but like any one of those human beings, I deserve the respect that every human being owes to somebody else, because I don't know you. I know we got introduced this morning, but I have forgotten. I'm sorry. I don't know you, but I know that you have something in me that I do not have. Maybe you can sing, maybe you can dance, maybe you are intellectually so much higher than me. Or when I look at the humblest and the poorest patients in the ward, I know that they have had such hard lives. I know that I cannot have 1/10 of their courage to meet with them. And you just make an assumption that even at that time, I have something in me that you may not have. And therefore, treat me with respect. When you undress me for a procedure, please ensure privacy. You may think that it is not important for a very elderly dying person, but it matters. Ensure privacy. Give me your ear and assure me of confidentiality even at that time. And please treat me with respect. And with those requests, as your patient tomorrow, I congratulate you on this day of celebration. Forget about all this and go out and celebrate. Best wishes to you. My best wishes for your enjoyment of your profession. May you, very few people have that privilege. You have a profession that you may get to enjoy. Thank you for listening to me patiently, and once more, best wishes to you all.
Thank you so very much, sir, for wishing and blessing our graduates. And I'm sure that our graduates will take up more active role in giving holistic healthcare, especially in the field of palliative sciences. Now, I request our president to present a memento to our esteemed chief guest as a token of love and gratitude. Thank you, sir. I now request our director to present mementos to our president and guests of honor. Thank you, sir. Now, I invite our Honorable Director to sign in the convocation register and initiate the closure of convocation.
Sir, may I have your permission to declare the convocation closed?
I permit you to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our Dean Academic to deliver the vote of thanks.
Esteemed Chief Guest, Professor M.R. Rajgopal, Chairman Emeritus, Pallium India, and Director, Trivandrum Institute of Palliative Sciences, Dr. Vishwamohan Katoch, President of the Institute, Honorable Professor Gurmeet Singh, Vice Chancellor, Puducherry University and member of the Institute body, Dr. Ashok Kumar Saxena, member of the Institute body, Professor Amita Agrawal, Madam, College of Nursing Principal, Dr. M.J. Kumari, Dr. Pampa, the Coordinator for Allied Health Sciences courses, a former distinguished faculty who are gracing this occasion, Mr. Mahesh Krishnamurthy, Registrar, distinguished guests, faculty members, graduating students and their family members, prize donors and their families, press and media representatives, ladies and gentlemen. Today we gather here for again a momentous event, the 11th Nursing and Allied Health Courses Convocation, to celebrate the incredible dedication and commitment of our nurses and allied health scientists, science technologists. It is a privilege to stand before you to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on this special day. First, I extend my appreciation to our esteemed chief guest, whom you have just heard, Professor M.R. Rajgopal, for gracing us with his presence and sharing invaluable insights during the convocation speech, especially touching upon his personal experience of so many decades. We deeply appreciate your participation, sir, and the inspiration that you provided to all present in this hall. And of course, people who are watching this ceremony online. Thank you, sir, again for your gracious presence. I am thankful to our president, Dr. Vishwamohan Katoch, for presiding over the ceremony and imparting words of enlightenment in his presidential address. We are profoundly grateful to you, sir, for continued guidance, encouragement, and support always. I thank the Honorable Professor Gurmeet Singh for honoring us with his presence today. It has added definitely a distinct order honor to this occasion. I would like to express my gratitude to our esteemed director, Dr. Rakesh Agrawal, for guiding us relentlessly and his support continuously throughout for this program as well as yesterday's program. And I also like to express my gratitude to Professor Ashok Kumar Saxena for gracing the occasion. A special note of appreciation for the degree recipients who are stars of today's ceremony. Your hard work, determination, and unwavering passion for your profession has brought us to this point. Your journey from a student to a full-fledged nurse and an allied health science graduate has truly been inspiring. I also extend my appreciation to the families and friends who have supported the students throughout the educational journey. Your encouragement, understanding, and sacrifices have played an integral role in their success. A special thank you to the faculty and educators who have tirelessly worked to impart knowledge, skills, and values to the future nurses and the allied health science graduates. Your guidance has not only shaped their professional lives but also instilled in them the ethical and compassionate principles that are essence of nursing. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge the organizing committee and all those who have contributed their time, effort, and resources to make this convocation a memorable event. The Dean Research, Medical Superintendent, Dean Karakal, Professor of Examinations, Principal College of Nursing, Associate Deans, Chief Coordinator, Allied Health Sciences Courses Registrar, Assistant Registrar, staff of Academic Section, Exam Wing, Convocation Committee members, student volunteers, IT Wing, Telemedicine Studio, Main Auditor and Staff, CPWD, Horticulture, Printing Press, Hindi Cell, Administrative and Account Section staff, Transport Section, Security staff, Outsourcing Wing, and Housekeeping staff. My apologies if I have missed someone. In closing, let us remember that nursing is not a profession. It is a calling. Our nurses play a pivotal role in the healthcare system, providing care, comfort, and compassion, as you have just now heard. As they embark on the journey as qualified nurses, we trust that they will continue to embody these virtues in their daily work. Equally, the support by the allied health science technologists have been phenomenal in every sphere of healthcare, as we all know. Once again, on behalf of all present, I express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who has made this nursing and allied health science courses convocation possible. Thank you and congratulations to all the students who have received their degrees today. Your future in healthcare is bright, and we eagerly anticipate the positive impact you will have on the lives of many. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request everyone to rise for the national anthem and to remain standing till the academic procession retires from the auditorium.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे